Well, this is your first state visit to China as the president of Finland. And I noticed that what is very impressive is the day of your arrival here in Beijing coincides with the 74th anniversary of diplomatic relations between our two nations. So at the start of our dialogue, do you mind sharing a bit about this trip and maybe highlight some key moments for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice when a state visit is somehow framed with the big numbers and dates. And of course, it just shows the history of our relations. I mean, Finland is a fairly young nation. We gained our independence in 1917, and then we forged diplomatic relations 74 years ago with China. That, of course, also was linked to commercial relations, and there's been this sort of element of trust over history. I mean, Finland is an unoffensive country. We don't have a colonial past. You know, we're quite cooperative. I think you can sense that in Finnish-Chinese relations over time. And of course, for me personally as president, it was very interesting to come here at a time when the world order is changing, when there is conflict and competition, and we're trying to figure out, okay, you know, how do we do cooperation? What is the power balance in the world? What's China's place in the world? And of course, for me, you know, because we have a 1,340-kilometer border with Russia, Russia was a big part of the security discussion as well. So in many ways, I think it's been a very successful visit.
What would be some of the outcomes that you would describe as some of the major outcomes for your visit?
For me personally, it's a more deep and profound understanding for what China stands for and China's role in the world. So I come home from this visit, I would argue, with a better understanding of what's going on in China and the world.